All right, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How are you guys doing after that no stream Wednesday? Hello, hello. Let's see in the chat. Oh, I miss you guys yesterday. No Plan C, welcome. Boaz, Faith, welcome. David, John, Judy, Levis, Fahad, KCLXWZ, Z, Kiko, hello, hello. Dion, I hope you recovered after yesterday's match. I honestly don't want to talk about it. Well, I will talk about it, but later during the stream because we have more important things to discuss about the charts. Very excited, by the way, because yesterday, because I was in Germany and because there were like hundreds of thousands of people, I didn't have any service, so I haven't watched the charts at all, like since Tuesday PM session until now. I haven't watched the chart. So what I'm going to do during this stream, we have CPI in 5 minutes, and you guys know before CPI, I don't execute. I don't care about price action. I just wait, and at CPI we have some we are going to create for value gaps. We have the delivery is going to be clean. The monthly candle is going to show its hand. So after CPI we have so much new information. So I'm very excited what's going to happen for in 4 minutes. I would say lower DXY. Well, see how the bodies are being respected, or the value is respected here as expected. Volume imbalance here has been touched. I think we can see lower DXY during CPI, but again, I don't care. So during this stream, I'm going over all the pairs I had for weekly outlook, and after CPI, so in 3 minutes, I will go over doing like a new, not personally a new weekly outlook, but just doing an outlook for what we can expect for perhaps this session or also tomorrow and Monday. So having a little update, and if you don't like it, I'm doing this for myself as well, because of course, if you don't watch the charts for a day, it's a lot. So I just need to catch up. So I haven't watched the charts until like now. I came home like 3 minutes ago, 4 minutes ago, and then I was like starting up the office and streaming. So you will get a deep dive in what's going on in my head. Little cranky voice because yesterday with happy screams, with angry screams. But yeah, let's wait for the coming 2 minutes for CPI. And what do you guys think? Hold on, let me do a poll. Let me do a poll. Not Q&A. I want to start a poll. Question: CPI higher or lower DXY? We are with 30ish people right now. Higher, lower? Cast your votes, guys. What do you think about going live right now? Let me know what you think about CPI, what we're going to do. You can just vote. You don't need to say it in the chat. 3 votes. Ooh, 3 votes higher, 4 votes higher. Okay. Am I the only one who thinks lower dollar? Interesting, interesting. Okay. I love that. I love that. 90 seconds. Like, there's no right or wrong in this, of course, because you don't know what these is going to do. I would say lower prices. If we go higher, that would be amazing, because if we go higher, this would be the manipulation leg, and we can see rebalance here and eventually go to the higher, to the equalize there. I would like that, but I think we are going lower. Or this, but I don't know. Let's see. Again, I'm kind of blind today, so I like that. Oh no, 17 votes, almost 50-50 now. So let's see. Interesting. Denise, I'm not sure what you're saying right now. Undo, I don't know what that means. But yeah, really excited to be back at the stream, and excited for you all guys to tune in again. How was your Wednesday? Did you trade? Like, I haven't watched Skool Group as well, so I'm going to see all your trades I'm going to watch them during the stream. How was your trading yesterday, the pre-CPI? And did you play the 10 AM game? Okay, let's see. 20 seconds. Let's go to the 5 minutes. Ooh, aggressive sells, aggressive buys. This looks like a buy model. You see aggressive buy, aggressive sells right here. So let's see. 3, 2, 1. Happy CPI, guys. Happy CPI. Boom. And slower. Or it's just a wick. No, it's lower. So, okay, my prediction was correct. We're going towards the low here. And the reason why I thought it was lower was because of the bodies here from Tuesday and Wednesday. This is the manipulation of the weekly candle. Now we're distributing towards the drawn liquidity from this week. This from the weekly outlook is the weekly target. So, end poll, 52% of you were right. But again, no right or wrong. CPI, so now we know how and what. How do you guys feel about trading before CPI? Do you guys still do that? Are you making money with that? Are there clear setups? I saw some. I was scrolling really fast towards the Skool group a few seconds ago. I saw some trades. And this lines up with the drawn liquidities. Like there was a drawn liquidity for Euro. I caught this move on Monday, this one. And it didn't hit my TP, but now it did. TPI was the push towards my TP here. NQ. NQ is almost the weekly. Is it already 21? Almost, almost. Remember, guys, from the weekly outlook, 21k is the target for me. 21k is the weekly objective. Well, I think 2970 is also good. But from there, I want to see sell models being created. Well, of course, we're not going to sell after this big push, so let's see how the open in like 60 minutes from now and a 10 AM game is going to play. This is why I don't play before CPI. On NQ, for example, London consolidation, manipulation at 8:30. Before 8:30, then manipulation, AMD on the daily candle. I think the longer you trade, the less you're going to gamble on the big three, NFP, CPI, FOMC. And the reason you are doing it less when you're more experienced is because you you get your ass handed to you so many times during those news reports. Even the wicks are going to stop you out or spread or whatever. So you're like, okay, this is not worth it for me. If you have multiple challenges and you want to just gamble one, it's a gamble, so it's not good trading. But if you make money with it, yeah, that's fine. But I think it's good to not do that. Okay, so how do you trade after a big push like this? I love this question, Zinu. The answer is you don't. You wait. Yes, I took an L on NQ. Okay, fine. Was it according to your trading plan, Kiko? Okay, I says, no, I don't trade before CPI. I run enough against the wall in my starting journey. Yeah, I fully agree with that. But trading after CPI, like you don't trade 3 minutes after CPI. Because what you like to do, so for example, let's take NQ as an example. I think from the 21k area, that's the -4 standard deviation from the manipulation all the way down here on the higher time frame. There needs some structure to be formed. And structure would mean is some high, some low, some structure and some liquidity sweep, and then you can push. Like that market maker sell model thing. Price never does, like for example, from here, one push and then down in one candle. It doesn't do that. Price doesn't do that. It creates structure, and especially on a lower time frame. And that means you just need to wait for a structure to form and then follow the fair value gaps from a key level. I say 21k is a key level. And just see how the premium rates are being created. Okay, this can be rebalanced in this 1 minute fair value gap. We can go a little deeper here and go up again. Higher highs, higher lows. And then maybe we can break structure somewhere and then go lower around 9:30, 10 a.m. Or I see shorts, like I mentioned, like the whole week. If we go higher the whole week, which we did. Let's go back to Monday. 8th July. Yeah, that's correct. Here was the low of the week during London. Monday, London, low of the week. even on Sunday. So we have up only this week. I mentioned what we're going to do, or we're going to rebalance in the daily for value gap to then go higher to 21K. And I said, if we're going higher immediately the whole week, then I want sell-offs around CPI. So from CPI. So CPI can be the sell-off, or CPI can be the final push before going lower. So my bias for today is leaned towards bearish prices, but it's all dependent on what we do in the coming like 60 to 90 minutes. So around the open. Because if we still be keeping this kind of race as respected, then I'm going to play a long today and then tomorrow a TGIF. So not just for today, but also for next week. Mark out your higher time frame premium and discount arrays, Zenu. So because of this push, I like it on all the pairs. There's some displacement right now. And I think NQ is not the best example right now because NQ, look at this, up only. They're like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 daily BISTs created. Volume imbalance, little down close candles, doji basically on Tuesday. So, but for example, here on Euro US dollar, displacement. On GPNCD, displacement, creating a, let's remove this. This is a random example, what I'm picking out right now. Today, we are probably going to create a daily CB with this candle being closed today. We disrespected the last premium array, this CB, bodies are closing over it. So that means for tomorrow and Monday, internal to external, this high is drawn liquidity. This can be easy long. GBP is strong right now. Let's see in Euro GBP. Yeah. Look at this. This was my trade from Monday on stream. I got back at break even. Remember, I took I think this trade. Yeah, during stream Monday, I took this trade lower. Drawn liquidity was here. Then price came all the way back to my break even, but the drawn liquidity was still here, and we just did it. And I think we're not done with the move yet. Internal to external on Euro GBP. You see how the bodies are being respected? In the weekly outlook, I said, seeing this, I want next candle, so this week's candle, to be very black. This is low-hanging fruit. This is eventual target. And, well, we did. Like, the delivery was not that clean, but look at this. So this is my weekly target. And also for next week, I'm going to trade to this. So, yeah, GPNCD. Sorry, I think I'm giving a really long answer to a short question, Zenu. So for today, next week, go back to the daily, weekly, monthly time frame. Mark out your old highs and lows, swing highs and lows, and your value gaps. And that will give you a nice framework where to play to or play from on lower time frame. Took me out and went into my TP. Okay, so maybe your trade was... I know how you executed Kiko, but maybe your stop loss was a little too tight, I guess. Yeah, so before I go into the rest, like we have some time to spare. It is nice. This looks like a liquidity grab. If we see this, guys, then we're going for high prices. Remember, liquidity grab or a pullback. If we take liquidity, but the bodies are closing above it, the next candles probably want to be green. So for tomorrow, but let's see how this candle goes. I'm very... Oh, whoa. Whoa, do you saw this? Okay. Imagine. Holy shit. This is scam wick. Two basically. I don't know if this is only on this broker, but imagine playing CPI and gambling this and get wicked out again. What? This is 60 points. This is some Harry Potter shit here. Interesting. This is the reason why I don't trade CPI. This is a very long time. I saw this on DXY. Like months ago, maybe longer. The scam wicks. These scam wicks are more for JPY. Wow. There's so much money taken out by this wick. This one. Because it took out this buy pressure. Ooh. Nice. But I don't know if it's only on... I think I'm on forex.com. Let's see on the other. Or capital.com. Let's see, for example, on TVC. Oh yeah, I think it's the broker. But yeah, that's criminal. That's criminal. Okay, so yesterday, yesterday I went to Germany with my trading mentors and friends because we wanted to see the semi-final of Euro 2024, the football match, England against Netherlands. Netherlands, my home country, and it was so nice. Like there were like I think over 100,000 Dutch like people in orange. That's the color of the Netherlands. Dutch fans in Dortmund. Like the whole city was colored. Was orange color. Like the whole city was full with with Dutch people. There was a party like the whole day. I was there like around like 2 3 ish in the. I need to. We drove there from the Netherlands, a few hour drive. It was an amazing day, and then in the stadium, like fireworks, crazy English fans. Honestly, like it was like a little boy's dream to be there, seeing all the superstars, Jude Bellingham, Phil Foden, Harry Kane, like superstars, and also an amazing match. By the way, for the people who don't follow football, this is a very boring story. I'm almost done. But it was an amazing match, amazing day. Up until the last the last second, it was like 1-1. And I think the 90th minutes, everyone was already like preparing for extra time. Everyone was grabbing their drinks, and everyone was just already going to the toilet because they don't want to miss any anything of the extra time. And then the 90th minute, England scored the 2-1, crushing the Netherlands' dream to reach the final. So like I literally had a hungover this morning. I was like I slept for a few hours because I was late. I was home very late, like 3 or 4. I think 3 tonight, and I woke up very early for another meeting. Slept for a few hours, but I woke up very hungover. I don't drink. I'm sober for a long time, but I was hangover just because the feeling of it. It's very heartbreaking. So the match was good. I know who asked about it. How was? Let me see. No plan C. Hope you recovered after the match today. I'm not sure I recovered, but it was very heartbreaking. But again, amazing match, amazing atmosphere. So yeah, that was my day. So that's the reason there was no stream. I was in Germany, chilling with all the orange people, the Oompa Loompas. No, no, the orange colored fans, and amazing day, but horrible result. Okay, back to the charts. Okay, yeah, DXY. I think DXY just going lower. Let's see how this. Like, there's no rush and entering any trade. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going over the pairs I had on the watch list for this week and see if there's anything interesting for this session and also for the next session. Little drink because like really sore throat. And then okay, so starting with DXY, I think we can see lower DXY still. We took this liquidity, and now there is a new premium and discount race as targets. Here from a daily, for example, we have this daily swing low as low hanging fruit right now. And we also, not today, but Monday, like if tomorrow's candle is also black, then we have a new daily SIBI created. If you're not sure what I mean, like for example, this is tomorrow's candle. Then on Monday, you have a new value gap to play with. This is a waiting game. The DXY hit with CPI hit the draw liquidity for this week. So for USD pairs, I'm not expecting too much anymore. Let's see what they did. Draw liquidity was this low hanging fruit. We're even going to these highs, so that's good. I think GU is absolutely exploding right now. Yeah, because GU is also strong. Low hanging fruit right now. This high, swing high. So for the people who caught this, well done, well done. NCUSD getting an order block, not the best price action. This price action is because we have both NCD that's weak and also Euro, not Euro, NCD and USD that's weak. AUD hit the drawn liquidity. Oh, I tried to call this Tuesday. I got wigged out on Tuesday for going to the TP. Oh, that's a shame. I even had my standard deviation targets here. I got wigged out by this movement from 11:15. Yeah, so it reached the target. So USD pairs are done for me for this week. So I'm honestly going to remove them from the list. There's not much to see for me. Just waiting for a new discount and premium raise to be made. Euro NCD. NCD pairs look nice for longs. And that resonates very good because NCD is weak. Weak NCD is higher NCD crosses. The strongest, I would say, for tomorrow, I'm going to hunt GBP NCD longs towards this target. So this is one of my favorites, GBP NCD. Hoping to see a Euro NCD SMT. It is definitely staying on the watch list. Let's see on AUD. Did we already get the lows here? Or I'm waiting for, especially on GBP AUD, that market maker sell model. I don't like this. This is just horrible. I don't like we have this daily, very nice, this daily CA being touched last Friday and then going lower as expected, but the delivery is very ugly. Let's see on GBP AUD. Oh. Okay. GBP and AUD are both strong, so that's why you see this for the whole month. Consolidation. These lows are still the target, but we need some form of, I think, news report or something cool on GBP or AUD for this move. Let me see what we have here. This was today. Oh, this is nice. Okay. 17th of July, next week, we have inflation. GP inflation. Well, I think inflation will push it down. That's what I hope to see. USD CAD. Well, beautiful internal to external. See how the bodies are respecting this daily SIBI? But we are done. It was a drawn liquidity. So USD CAD for this week, done. The cheese F pairs. Let's see. Well, very nice on Monday, low of the week before going higher. This is actually a very nice rebalance, what we saw right now. I like this. I would favor GBP too long. Yeah, it's also stronger, and that makes sense. This could be a nice long opportunity. I want to see more into discount of the dealing range. CAD is weak. I don't like this. GCF lower. Oh, it's also very nice. Internal to external on AOD GHF is very nice. Did JPY push up? Oh, wow, yeah. Look at this. This could... What would be very nice for JPY pairs is to have some form of retracement, like a nice, strong buy model to, for example, this high, or some of these highs somewhere. And we have some lower JPY price, so we can hunt shorts. This is very nice for JPY pairs for next week. So I like that. For now, I'm going to mark out the daily SIBI or daily BISI right here and see how we close over it today. But it can be that we create for next week a SIBI to go lower. We have higher prices for JPY for forever, so it would be nice to see some selves. And with the lower DXY buys for the coming time, that makes sense. Then let's see gold. Oh, wow. Amazing displacement. Well, all-time highs on the cards again, guys. So again, that's then for a drawn liquidity for next week. All-time highs on the cards then. This displacement says it all. Like, this is nice. This is honestly amazing for next week. I was like, this candle from Monday, I was like, we can seek lower price here, but it was just another rebalance, making this down close candle, guys, an order block. Mark this out as your order block on the daily. Bullish order block. But the market out as bullish, we're gonna do this, plus. And then you will have, not tomorrow we're going to create a some candle, but if we create tomorrow a fair value gap, so Monday, that's definitely going to be my pair to watch. Also silver, yeah. So gold and silver for very soon. For longs, definitely. Bitcoin and Ethereum, I hope to see more. I think we are about to see one gold candle coming in very soon on the crypto. Weekly SIBI not created. That's very nice. Here the SIBI's been closed here. So I think we are about to see some crazy gold candle very soon, guys. I'm saying that for a while now, but don't sleep on that. On UK 100, let's see if we already hit. No, we still need to hit that monthly SIBI. Like, yeah, honestly, this has been the most horrible price action I've seen in a while. Like, this is very, very clean, very nice longs. What I hope to see on UK 100, a recent consolidation and a market maker buy model on the daily from the monthly, like a monthly internal to external, and then with the time frame alignment, a daily market maker buy model. This is on the cards for this summer for me, for UK 100. So I need to be patient for this. But when this happens, we're going to make so much money in these moves. These moves, the retracement, these moves, then we're gonna walk UK 100 on a leash. Just like we did with NQ for the last few weeks. With the retracements here and the expansions, and like we had 2 or 3 weekly internal to externals. Here, 1 internal to external to these highs, then again internal to external, and again here internal to external. 3 perfect moves. I called them all, and I think most of you guys did that too. And well, talking about NQ, we are creating another weekly busy this week. Not going to mark it out yet, but then again, early next week, drawn liquidity is going to be for shorts the weekly busy, and then waiting what we do there. If we can seek lower price from there and just continue, or we use it as a discount rate to trade long again from. I had GP Cat and Entity Cat on my watch list. Let's see. Weekly busy created. Very nice. GP is just very strong. Entity is weak, so it's consolidating. This could be the start of a weekly internal to external. But let's see if this premium raise are holding. So this is going to be from the list. This is going to be the list for now. And yeah, let me know, guys, what you think about this analysis. Like, this is how I feel about price right now. So I removed some of my watch list. If you have pairs you think, hey, this could be a nice play on the higher time frame, internal to external, external to internal, which I didn't discuss yet, let me know. Hey Jesse, welcome back. I love your energy. I'm good. I'm good. Little tired. Little like I traveled for like over, what is it, like 17 hours for the last 24 hours. So just came home and started the stream. But yeah, I'm really enjoying time with you guys. So cool. Please don't forget also to press the like button. Would be amazing. How do we know how deep we will retrace into a higher time frame array? Honest answer, Johnny, is you don't. And what I like to do, so for example, let's say here on the what was it? For example, the daily. With today's candle, if we, for example, close this way, we have a new daily CB or daily busy created. So a new, like this is a kind of big for value gap, right? 850. Yeah, it's a 90 points for value gap. Not too big, but it's quite big. And that's the question. Like, if we, for example, want to go higher from that, are we going higher from there? Or are you going higher from there? I think that's your question. Like, where in your value gap do you play? What you can do is, if you have a big fair value gap, you can mark them out in quarters. So if you go to settings here, I can just do 0, 0.25, 0.5, 0.75, like in 4 quarters and 1. And then I go to the lower time frame, so for example, 5 minutes, to see how we respect on lower time frame. If you see that aggressive sells, aggressive buys, like a smart money reversal, somewhere on those levels. And that indicates we're probably that's going to be the low of that movement in net fair value gap. Let me know if that answers your question, Johnny. Johnny Slot Machine. Are you a gambler, Johnny? Like, do you like online casinos? I honestly love professional gamblers. I think those are the most degenerate and amazing people there are. Where are you now, Dion? I'm still in the Netherlands. I'll be leaving back to Vietnam Tuesday. Tuesday in the afternoon. So again, no stream unfortunately, because I'm not able to stream in the airplane, of course. But after that, I'm settled for a couple months. So lots of streams and amazing, amazing cool. I'm professional gambler loser. Okay, okay. Well, you need some systems and some gambles to become a winner. So go for that. Hey, what I like about look at the price action. Interesting, interesting. Look at this wig. Wow, interesting. And for the people who still are asking me about the correlation between NQ and DXY, if they are correlated and they should be inverse correlated, well, I'm honestly going to refer every time to the same price action. When DXY goes down, NQ should go up, and they're almost always moving in the same direction. That shouldn't be the case, so they're not correlated. I hope that makes sense. What do you do in Vietnam? Living, trading, making videos, walking in the sun on the beach, working out. For swing trading, can we enter from a fair value gap? Yeah, you can, but depends on which fair value gap. And for example, if you're now going to enter for a swing position, for example, here on you're an NQ and you want to enter on this fair value gap or a swing position, stop below the value gap. You are reaching for 1 to 3, for example. I think this is not the highest probability trade. Why? You don't know where all-time high is going to end. So going to end you don't have a premium array or a nice target, except of course from the standard deviations. But you also have many for value gaps here resting. So it depends on how the structure is. I would say if you're not profitable, what I would do is what I teach also in the mentorship, in the 2024 mentorship is if you have a higher time frame, for example, in your case, no plan see a 4-hour busy, for example, you want to go higher, go wait in that 4-hour busy for a 15-minute market maker buy model. So you have a little lower time frame. It's not the lowest time frame. I think 15 minutes is still quite significant as a time frame. Wait for that. You don't need to catch like there's so much misconception. That's one of the focus points on the mentorship that's launched very soon as well. Is you don't need to catch bottom and tops. I almost never catch bottom and tops. I just like as a thief in the market. I just play the ranges. I'm stepping in the range. If I see it's going to for an expansion, I'm in. And before the expansion is done, I'm already out. All right, 9 a.m. is starting very soon. Are there any pairs you guys are looking at right now? And which you want to have discussed? I'm very curious about NQ's movement. If NFP is going to be high of the week. See with ES. No SMT. CPI is the highest news. The move is massive. Yeah, CPI is one of the big three, the big boys, I'll call them. FOMC, NFP, and CPI. And let's see what news is going to do next week. I'm going to grab Forex Factory. CPI today. Tomorrow we have PPI. Whoa, also nice. Tomorrow nice movement as well at 8:30. Let's see next week. Oh, next week is going to be very nice. Wait, I'm going to screenshot this so I can already discuss a little bit with you guys. Oh, that's a shame. I'm going to be in the air when CAT CPI comes out. So the Canadian pairs can be back on the watch list very soon. This is the news for next week. So JPY bank holiday first. USD, like this is not very significant, these red folders. Tuesday is very nice with NCD and CAT CPI and GBP CPI. Look at the news. Okay, so we are going to have CAT movers. We have NCD movers with CPI. GBP is going to move very rapidly with CPI. I saw some rates. Yeah, we have Euro rates coming out. One of the big three. So yeah, amazing. So we have 3 CPIs and 1 rates. That's amazing. There's going to be lots of volatility. So we're going to play that. And before I will leave to the airplane, I will give you guys a nice game plan on how you can play this during the weekly outlook on Monday. Because there's so much money to be made here, and that's very nice. Because if you look at the cat pairs, I think the cat pairs are waiting for something like this. Like this, it's very like we finally had some movement, but it's very shallow here. Like for example, for the last few weeks, slowly creeping upwards. Here as well, slowly creeping upwards, creeping downwards. This is very strange because NCD cat and AOD cat should be correlated. You see as well the difference in strength between AOD and cat. Look at that, boom. So I think the cat pairs are going to be very nice. GBP as well. GBP has been very strong last few weeks. Look at this, from April up only. So let's see if CPI is going to give it some lower prices or going higher. So lots of things to see. AUD GHF. I think longs are good. Definitely. 4-hour internal external. I mentioned that a few minutes ago. Yeah. Very salty. I missed this whole move. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. But can happen. Euro NCD. Yeah. I already talked about this. No plan C. Euro NCD longs. I'm going to look at preferably GUP NCD longs. This. The best price range as well. This is going to be tomorrow my main play. NCD or GP NCD. Can you explain the indexes you have in a list? Oh yeah, sure. So it's all the different currencies. So just like you analyzed DXY, the dollar, and JPY for the JPY basket for the JPY, this is the pound, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, euro, New Zealand dollar, Swiss franc, the bonds. UK 100 is for. Oh, this is easy. No, these are the individual currencies. But what I do is I just see if they're trending or not. So AUD is very strong. For example, the NCD not being very strong. Swiss franc. Oh, the gaining some strength. That's nice. I don't use this for execution, just for like how strong or weak a currency is. Fifteen people are here. Only 14 likes. You guys can do better. I know that. So 10 a.m. game today is going to be very interesting. I'm very excited about it, to be honest. So we have a few things we should keep in mind. Let's start with the long ideas. Currently, we have a Monday low of the week. Here, low of the week. Up only. That means there must be some form, probably some retracement or reversal, but some move lower. The question is, do we get it today or do we get it tomorrow during TGIF? For longs, I would say we can go long from this 1 hour value gap or short towards. Let's see on the 15-minute. There's already some rebalancing here. If we now close above this down close candle is going order block, so we can just trade higher. But again, 21K is where I'm going to look for a potential reversal. If it's going to be 29.83, yeah, well, good enough. We'll go for shorts. And what I want to see for shorts, I want to see an S&P at the highs. We don't have an S&P at the highs yet. If we keep disrespecting or respecting premium rates and disrespecting discount rates, we can have a nice smart money reversal here. I think the high of the month is going to be set very soon. That's what I'm anticipating. Just like it did last year. I was here last year as well with NQ, July 23. July, right here. Yeah. So here we had the high of the month around the 19th of July, and then we had like sell-offs until October. This move is something that repeats very often at the summer months, sell-offs in the summer months. I don't know why, that just happens very often. And before that, big move up. You see, whole 2023, February, March, April, May, June. Does it remind you of something? That's literally happening this year as well. February, May, up, up, and up. It doesn't need to be a big one. 12%. 12%. It's like a 2,000 point drop. That's okay for a downtrend, for a little retracement on a higher time frame. So that's what I have in my head for the coming week. I want to see some high being set very soon. But who knows? Who knows? Like I'm not going to be that guy who is going to like predict a recession and we're going to pick tops. Like I'm not going to short until it's very clear, right? And then we can even take some position in that. Like then you take a position right here, and when you see go lower and you know it's going to drop like around 2,000 points, you can just pyramid in and hold a position over a few months. That's, for example, for the people who are joining the mentorship who are working 9 to 5 is something we are going to focus on how you can position yourself aside from the prop firms, aside from the challenges, that you can literally take a position in a long-term trend that you can just use it as like a little cash cow that over months will generate just thousands just by waiting. So that means, for example, if you've done that at the beginning of the year, around February, March, where most of the time they already start, around here, where's 2024? I'm on the 4 hour, that makes sense. Hold on. Yeah, so how the curve, like this is what I really like about a yearly candle. Look at this. This is January. January, we are inside accumulation for 2 months. Accumulation, manipulation, distribution. This is the yearly candle. Very cool. That means if you see this happening, accumulation, manipulation, here, you're going to take your positions. Take a little position here, position here, position here. And every little retracement, your stop loss are moving up. But you keep adding positions, And it stacks up until you see a higher time frame market structure shift, and you see the first premium rate for value gap 1 being respected, and then displacing lower. Then you take your position off, or you cut your position because you know lower prices are probably coming in. But I'm not going too deep into that. But that's a very nice strategy for the 95 people. Thanks, CM. Appreciate it. Same for DXY. The bias was clear, lower. But I don't trade this. But this says enough for me for what we're going to see. Lower prices. We're still in this monthly consolidation. In the month that I'm going to be very active on the USD pairs, maybe you notice I'm not very active on the USD pairs. It's because they're consolidating on a higher time frame. We're going to create a range down, for example. Then I can take very incredible long positions into USD longs with lower DXY. I keep saying this. I said it a few weeks ago in one of my rants on Telegram. Monthly consolidation, 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 consolidation on the monthly. Consolidation, consolidation. Well, little sharp on reversal, but no big ranges. Like, look at this. This is nice. Like April 18, just one big down range. Gold was amazing last few months. Up only. NQ, amazing. Up only. Just take as much longs as you can. So I don't trade monthly consolidations. I don't like that. If I trade that, I'm more cautious. Like I hope to see a nice Euro NCD internal external. It's going to be created this month, hopefully. Then you need to see a smart money reversal right here. So a nice slate lower. If you don't get that, that's at least off the table. On the daily, there was a bullish breaker, but it went right through it. Why did it go right through it? Like PD raise or discount raise in this example as a bullish breaker don't need to hold. You can see this as lines of defense. Like, for example, it's a war between buyers and sellers. And if price wants to go lower, then you have a army of sellers wanting to push price lower, and you have an army of buyers wanting to hold price there or push them higher. And in those war, like when all the sellers coming in, like lower DXY, a breaker is like a fortress that wants to keep price. And when the army is big enough, so in this example, if the seller army is big enough, that fortress won't hold. That fortress will be conquered. Because there are just more people in the, more inventory in the seller's army than there are in the buyer's defense in the fortress. And it will just fail. And after some time, when the seller army is pushing lower, like conquering all the buyer positions, and sometimes they will get exhausted. They'll get tired. And they will get lazy because they have conquered enough. They've taken out all the buyers. All that buy army is just gone. And what you then will see is, what you also see in society, when people are successful, when the seller army is successful, they get complacent. They get lazy. Nothing happens. They're just resting on their laurels. And that's where you see a consolidation. After a big push, you will see a consolidation. Buyers are recovering from their defeat. Sellers are just chilling, having the time of their lives, partying their ass off. And after a time, because of the seller's laziness, the buyer army will gain strength again. They're like, hey, they're not on their toes again. They're not on their toes anymore. They're kind of lazy. They're not seeing us getting strength. And then you see, and then at some point, and here comes the analogy between the aggressive buys, aggressive sells. On one point, the sellers notice the buyer's strength. The last X amount of time, the buyers have gained so much strength, and the seller army wakes up. They stop partying. They're like, oh shit, they're coming back. And the seller army will give one last push to finally defeat the buyer's army, but they fail. So the last siege from the seller army is the aggressive sells, but the buyers are winning. They're gained so much strength because of the seller's laziness, and the buyers win. Aggressive sells, but then aggressive buys, and the buyers take control. And then the buyers going into war. They're going to attack the sellers. And you see more upprices and more upprices. And that's a dance between a buyer and a seller army that you will see on and on and on. Well, I need to write a novel about this. If you like this story about my medieval buyer and seller, press the like button. Would be nice. So back to your question, Kiko. Oh no, we said the CM about the Buddhist breaker. A discount array is just a line of defense, a fortress, or just a little city that's going to be conquered by one of the armies, and they can fail. And I hope to make that clearer with that analogy with just a cool army. Like I have like a Game of Thrones style medieval battle in my head. Like not a full blown 21st century war with drones and stuff. No, it's just like medieval stuff, like Vikings or something. Vikings or medieval. Missed my cat GPY sell by 1 pip. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. That feeling is not very nice. But it is part of the industry you're signed up for. Oh yeah. Um, I think your entry was at this value gap. I think just above this candle, but it only swept this liquidity. Next time, just put your entry just above the last swing high, and that was this one, the 330 high. Yeah. Okay, yeah, House of Dragon style. I'm going to watch the new season in the airplane. I think. I'm just waiting for the episodes to be released over time. I just want to watch them in one batch. I really like those that kind of stuff. Which PD array should I have looked at where the seller army was in that push price down shifting? Like the biggest battle where you saw that DXY the buyer arm was losing was in the daily CP here. Here was a huge battle going on. Premium array. The buyers were here trying to attack the seller army, but the seller army won, and you saw that at this candle. The bodies are respecting this daily Sibi. Wicks are even going to this bearish, not bearish, but just the volume balance here. Did I check Cat JPY weekly already? I can check. I can check. We have time. That's nice of an early stream. We have some time to check some extra stuff. Yeah, I see it, and this could be a nice internal to external, dependent on what JPY is going to do. I like the rebalancing here on JPY. We are reaching premium of the range. That's nice. But I'm going to let JPY play out as it does. We don't have JPY news coming soon. Thoughts on Euro US dollar? My bias on DXY is lower, so that means higher Euro dollar. And after the CPI push, like this is very significant. Like we are creating a weekly busy on all the GBP pairs. Oh, not GBP, on the USD pairs. This is so nice. Finally, not on NCD. This garbage. Like don't even look at NCD USD. Just don't. Well, okay, you could internal to external for our market maker buy model. Okay, maybe I'm lying a little bit, but I would prefer longing these three USD pairs from their respective weekly busies next week. especially Euro and GBP. But let's see what GBP. Maybe GBP is going to be very weak after CPI. You don't know. Paul Orange gone home. Oh, Paul, don't get me started. I already told my story how I was in the stadium and I was heartbroken yesterday. I was heartbroken in Dortmund. Get JP1 lower time frames. First value gap created. I agree. After such a big move, you should be very sure that we're going up again. What you most of the time see is one more sweep and then go. Catching the early buyers by surprise. But now we have English or Spanish. I've watched the Spain play against France in the semifinals, and wow, I'm so impressed by what Spain is doing. Spain is by far the best team in the tournament. They showed it during their first match against Italy as well during in the group stages. Honestly incredible. Like everyone, like every Dutch fan was like, okay, we are probably going to defeat England. Of course we didn't. Little Dutch arrogance there, but we are probably going to defeat England. But if we reach the finals, I think we just need to cancel the match because we are probably going to lose like 3 or 4-0 against against Spain. Everyone's scared of Spain. They're really good. FIFA España. Vamos, vamos. No, yes, Spain is so good. Oh. Yeah, so after a big move, Kiko, just wait. Um, just let it run. And if it now goes up again, you miss the move. And who actually cares? You just miss one move. But just expect, like in a big down move, the sellers are in control. We are still inside a 5-minute CB. Let's see if that holds. And you can if it shows so much strength, you can catch it later in the range, but you can just expect lower price first. And then if you do it, use second value gap rule. Oh yeah, as a German still said about the magic with Spain. Yeah, oh, Germany was so close. And I was actually like I was not very happy with the draw, Germany against Spain, because I think the home country, in this case Germany, a home country should at least reach semifinals just because they're hosting. Like they deserve that. Um, mm, mm, mm. Yeah. I think that Andrew, what you're saying about the match, like the Netherlands, like it was a really great match. It was very even. I think the England was first half kind of better, and I think the second half, like the Netherlands was very good. But yeah, it was just it could go like a little coin flip. Yeah, Kiko, just wait for that sweep, and then be happy when you miss the move. NTD GSF sells. I'll look at this. I have a question. When you between a bullish and a bearish value gap, what should you do? Wait for one of them to be broken. That's called trapped order flow, Ace Kramali. Like for example, if price has hyper bullish or hyper bearish order flow, like for example currently Nasdaq with a hyper bullish order flow, if price is stuck on a higher time frame, and it's not of course now, but if they're stuck between a premium array and discount array, I will bet my money that the discount array is going to hold and we're going higher because of the bullishness. And I'm happy to pay my price, so take a loss if that isn't the case. But in general, if you're not sure, if it's not too big of a range, not too bullish, not too bearish, just wait and look at other pairs. Yeah, it was amazing to be at the match in person. It was very let's say emotional. Not only the Dutch fans, like we partied all day, but the English fan, like the English culture, has football in it. Like it's so much hard. Like I sat like next to the hardcore English fans, and they sung like 90 minutes straight. It was so cool. But after the ref blew his whistle after the match, I was gone like within a second out of the stadium. I didn't want to see any happy English face anymore. I was like gone. I'm going back to the Netherlands. I'm good. Yeah, let's look at NCD GSF. We have to open in 5 minutes. NCD GHF. Yeah, looks good. Daily Sibi created. Ooh, that's nice. Yeah, expecting it nicely. Draw liquidity, not too sure. Like, it looks like we are disrespecting this daily busy, what would favor your lower prices. Monthly is horrendous. Yeah. Yeah, lower time frame, like day, like intraday trades, I would say, yeah, you can definitely take try a short. These are nice wicks, like little grabs before going lower. Yeah. You see this? Beginner bootcamp. First episodes are going live tomorrow. Even the not beginner are going to get some value out of that. I left some nuggets for the more experienced traders. I took major losses on Tuesday. I'm thinking I need just to go back to the 5 handles, 1 micro. Any advice? Builders, what's the reason you took major losses? Like, what is your, for example, what do you do after you take a loss? Or what do you do after you take a second loss? Because if you have a trade plan with some uh, risk management rules in it, like for example the 10, for example in my case 10 game, I played it once, just one shot, one kill. If it's a loss, I'm done. And what happens with most new traders or not profitable traders is they have like a setup they want to see. So it can be the Skool model, that can be the 2022 IST model, like whatever model you have, market maker model, and they execute it. And maybe that model fails on them 5 times in a row, which can happen. That's part of the losing streak. Then the cycle becomes, okay, this probably doesn't work anymore. In that time while you're like, this doesn't work anymore, you blew some accounts because mentally you couldn't handle the losing streak. And then you're going to find a new model. You're going to, on YouTube, 90% win rates model, whatever bullshit they're going to sell you. Yes, they can sell you information for free as well, because if you buy into bullshit, you are sold. You are sold on wrong information. And then you're going to a new, you're going to the same cycle with a new model. There's actually one of the videos I'm creating for the mentorship, the Inner Circle mentorship, about this cycle. Like it's a vicious cycle of non-profitable. Yeah, the bootcamp is free. Of course, of course, of course. My psychology is still terrible. I can find myself just throwing rules away. I want to have a trade plan. Okay, but if your trade plan is like, make it simple for yourself. So for example, build this for, give yourself, for example, from this point, it's now the 11th of July. Give yourself 2 weeks. That's like the rest of July. 2 weeks where in a 10 game, what you're playing, I see your chat right now. You're playing a 10 game. In a 10 game, you can place one trade. And an extra rule for you here is, in that one trade, you are not allowed to move your stop loss or your TP. You're not allowed to touch it. You take it, you cannot do anything. You can watch price, but you cannot move anything. It's just stop loss or take profit. William, okay. So William, you only stop loss or take profit. And do this for 2 weeks. And just see what happens. And the cool part is, you can take, in those 2 weeks, what is it? Like, how much trading is that? Like 10 or 12? You can take 12 losses. and come back here. Of course, tune in every day, but come back end of July and say, hey, I did this. This was my win rate. It was my like, for example, if you were hunting a 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, I would hunt for that, and you see what your result is. And it doesn't guarantee you profitability, but it guarantees you consistency. And that's what you need if you are not profitable yet and you struggling with the mental game. You need consistency, not profitability. It's a if you're consistent, you will become profitable. Um, you can do it with micro minis. That's up to you. Market's open. Yes, it is. Let's see what the XY is about to do at the open. And also NQ. So I have a rule in my trading plan, guys, and it's very boring. But when I have traveled and I'm tired, I'm paper trading. I started with 1 million, and every time I've traveled and I'm tired, I'm going to trade it. It's now 1,125,000. So I'm going to paper trade today, and it's very boring. But I noticed in my trade plan, my biggest losses was when I had traveled and I was tired. And when you're tired or not focused, it's harder to stay up mentally. So I noticed I was re-entering trades. I was not on my mental game. It was a little anxious. So it's really simple. Then it's just okay. If I travel, if then rules. If I travel, if I'm tired, if I'm exhausted, don't trade with funds. So I'm going to play the 10 a.m. game, but full transparency is going to be with fake money, not with real. Usually it's just with the fundeds or challenges, but now it's so even if I take an amazing trade and I was like, oh, I should have taken this on the fundeds. No, you don't, because consistency means following your rules, whatever happens, and just see what happens and see what the results are. Do you keep track with Notion? I've used Notion in the past, and now I'm using a paid tool called Edgewonk. Things like $100 per year. But I think as like if you know make money with trading, Notion templates are the game to do. There's so many great Notion templates. Dennis says, I have a question. You don't need to say I have a question. You can just ask your question. And if I miss your question, just ask again. Yeah, you have a built-in paper trading tool on. It's nice. Like it's very nice on days like this when you're very like I like CPI. I like when there's big volume in the market. I'm also like a little how you call it degenerate. I like it, but I know that's like the self-destructive part that is costing me money. So yeah, why would you do that? Yeah, I think we can still see high prices. Nice to see him SMT at the lows. You already have SMT here with the 9 a.m. lows. How can I get a funded trading account? I would start by like Dennis, is your question more about how can I get a trading account? Like how do prop firms work, or how do you pass a challenge? And both you can find the answers in the 2024 mentorship on the Skool group. Do I take seasonal tendencies into account? I know about them. So, for example, what I just explained about Nasdaq going lower in the summer months is a seasonal tendency. But if you mean, for example, the charts with seasonal tendencies, like from the last like this, like 25 or 35 years, like that line chart, I have them. I look at them, but I don't use them for my entry confluences. Because, for example, based on the seasonal tendencies, dollar is completely off this year on all the tendencies. England will definitely defeat Spain. Remember later. Okay, okay, cool. I'm going to be a neutral supporter on the final. A really exciting match. Like, it's just two titans against each other, but based on the previous games, I think Spain has a better chance. But if England wins, I'm very happy for you, Danny. I see mentioned July and August being bad months to trade forex pairs. That's because the central banks have holidays, so there's just less volume in the markets during the summer months. I trade the summer months. Like, for example, January is also a bad month to trade. End of December and January, like those 6 weeks, like from like the Christmas break until like end of January, the price action will be very bad. But that's like, that doesn't mean you not cannot make money. You just need to be more humble. As you said, if the trend is against seasonal tendencies, then the move is very strong. Yeah, that's true. That's true. But try to minimize your exposure to new information if you're not profitable. And that sounds counter intuitive, but learning IST concepts is so much information. And like, I know many people who are here have heard me say this so many times already, but learning IST has two phases. The one where you learn it all, and the second phase is where you cut everything off. So when you know about all the 100 PD arrays and seasonal tendencies and the theories and the whatever models you all have, then you know, okay, I know too much. I can frame both longs and shorts. Now I need to cut some of that knowledge off to make a trade plan, like filter everything out and just look at few confluence I want to see in my entry model. And then you can execute on that consistently and just see what happens. US 30, there is a battle between fair value gaps. Okay, know that before I look at US 30, 5 minute fair value gaps, 5 minute arrays are not so reliable. So don't expect too much from them. Live trading. Okay, that doesn't load. On the 5 minute, there's no battle. Not sure what you're referring to. How long did it take to become consistently? It took a while. I think like way over 2 years before I did that. And that's because of a mentor I found. He helped me like tremendously with my psychology and my execution. And he basically pointed out while we went over some trades, like like this is one of the, like, it was in Dutch, but like if I translate it correctly to English, he basically said to me, looking at your trades, just stop being such a retard. You are very smart. You can trade very well, but you're just retarded at your trade management because you're doing stuff what only losers do. And if you're going to continue with this, I'm going to refund your money and we're not going to work again. That's literally what he said to me. And that was like a long time ago. And I was like, okay, nice. I love that. I love that. So sometimes just someone saying to you, stop being such a dumb idiot. It's nice. I like that. Mm, mm, mm. You're focused on the 2022 and 10 EM game. That's more than enough. And if your bias is 85% accurate, that's amazing. Then focus on execution for Vercup 1, for Vercup 2, and you and just like again, use that 2 weeks, William. Use 2 weeks and just see what happens. Like, daily bias is not the holy grail. is being consistent at one model or at one thing you want to see is important. How long does it take until one to get approved on a Skool application? Well, I do it myself. So, and I was traveling. Let me see the pending request right now. Oh, my team member approved everyone. So I think, Albert, you should be in right now. No, I don't trade. I don't take into account the RTH or ETH, the electric. What is it? Like the electronic trading hours and the regular trading hours? No, I don't. All right, amazing, Albert. The last up candle before CPIs is that a unicorn? On which pair, Ace Karmali? All right, lower prices. We're approaching that 1 hour CB I was talking about, or BC I was talking about. Let's see what we do there. On NQ in 5 minutes, is the sector value gap valid if inside the first? I'm not sure what you're referring to. You mean here? This one? Yeah, that's fine. So it's important here. We have a new 15-minute candle. Let's see if we can create a SIBI to go lower, or we're not creating a SIBI and we're just going higher. We have now have an SMT between ES and NQ. Like this is lining up for a nice market maker buy model, to be honest. But again, if we're going lower, then we're going lower and we're going big shorts. No, I don't use the 950 macro. I'm just looking at what will the, like, I think you have seen the 10 a.m. game video, but how would the next 4 hour candle probably will look like? And from there, I'm going to do my open, high, low, close prediction. If I'm bullish, buy below the open. If I'm bearish, sell above the open. NQ just showed sell side liquidity. Yeah, that's correct. We sweat here. What is it, like the Wednesday? Did we sweat Wednesday PM? I think we did. Yeah, equal lows there. Yeah. I had never have used instant funding. I think that's not worth it because it's very expensive compared to the equity you get. If you're not able to pass a challenge, you're not going to get consistent payouts. I wouldn't recommend instant funding. It's just a shortcut towards still not being profitable. If you're very profitable, and then you can of course reinvest in some instant funding, but the risk to reward for a challenge is not that great with instant funding. I'm not too big a fan of it, to be honest. Captain Singh, whenever I'm in loss, I recover and doing so. I tend to trade frequently. This process helps me to recover all my losses. Okay. But due to multiple trades, I incur loss in the shape of brokerage. You mean that the fees and commissions you take on multiple trades are cutting your profits, you mean? Oh, I hate to break it to you, but then just take fewer trades with bigger lot sizes. If your commissions are too high, or just switch your broker to a lower commission one. I gotcha, William. Yeah, like the thing about micros, and that's ICT in general. If you watch enough ICT videos and also ICT videos from other people, like every single, I think like all the minutes from 8 a.m. until 11 a.m. are macros at some way. So the 1050, 1052 or 941 macro, like I've seen them all like every single minute. And I was like, if every time is a macro, every time a macro, then I can just don't use it. NQ displaced. Do you looking at longs for NQ? Well, let's see. Let's see what we do. Like we have this 1 hour busy here still. We swept the equal lows from the PM session here with an SMT with ES. So the few of the things already there. But then it's the question, do we have a secondary value gap? And I don't see a secondary value gap yet. I like the sweep, but I'm waiting for the secondary value gap. And of course, there are still shorts on the cards as well. So just wait, just wait. There's no need to remove messages after I answered you. I see that's happening in the chat. That's not necessary. Because there are no stupid questions. So, well, this is why you don't buy the first value gap. There we go. I love that quote, Akiko. Kiko says the man who asks a question is a fool for a minute. The man who does not question is a fool for life. Yeah, that's honestly very true. And I don't think asking a single question is you being a fool. It's just you being interested in gaining more knowledge. I think if you ask the same question multiple times when there is a clear answer being given, that's something a fool does. Because if you get an answer to your question and the question remains the same, that doesn't make sense because you need to rephrase your question on the things you did not understand from the answer. If that makes sense. Yeah, ask as many questions as possible. I honestly do the same. Like, of course, during the streams, I'm answering your questions. But for example, yesterday, like, it's very expensive to attend a match like the semifinals of the Euro 2024. It's very expensive. I paid a lot of money for the tickets. So the people who are there are most of them are rich people. So I was just having some drinks with like a beer carton, a beer carton around the stadium, and I was talking with like a multi-millionaires who were like sold their own companies and very nice people. And the only thing I do is ask questions. Like I don't have anything interesting to say to a hugely successful business guy. I'm just asking questions, just trying to gain information. Would you consider to check my journaling and provide some feedback? I honestly don't have time for that right now. No plan C. So no. In the private mentorship, I will go do that. But because like if I say, for example, I say yes to you, then there are at least 4,000 people in a group who would want the same, and then I would have like few months of work just to check some trades for each one of you. So I'm not going to do that. Why didn't you consider the 28.6 fair value gap? The 28.6 fair value gap. Where is that? You mean the hourly one or this one? Not sure what you're referring to. Like I'm just waiting if we're displacing lower or we're just going to aggressive sells, aggressive buys from the 1 hour BST. I like how ES doesn't follow, so ES is going to be the strong one in move. But let's see, let's see. I don't have a video on journaling, but if you have a question about journaling, I can of course answer it. The private mentorship is going to be paid. Yeah. So my main goal for the whole Skool group is that you can be profitable from all the free resources. If you want some extra juice, I have some amazing stuff coming up with the private mentorship. But again, the Skool group will remain free. The beginner bootcamp, which is releasing from tomorrow and onwards, is going to be free. The 2024 mentorship is going to be free. So there's so many like amazing resources you can tap into free. And again, if you want to be closely working with me, then the inner circle mentorship is for you. William, the mentorship will release very soon. The details will be shared later. I have a waiting list, which is very crowded. Just saw like there there are many people on it. Hold on, let me grab the link for you. Hold on. I will put the link in the descriptions or in the chat right now. I will pin it for you. There you go. If you go to the page to secure my spot, you will get to a Google form where you can come on a waiting list. And if you're on a waiting list, you will be approached the first to be on the mentorship. Can you use previous day low or as a potential trade to execute the position? Well, if you are like you can call it turtle soup or like a perch, like a Persian revert trader, yes, you can. I like to use a liquidity sweep of a daily liquidity pool as a confluence to my trade idea. So liquidity sweep, aggressive sells, aggressive buys. That's what I like. Yeah, you can execute under it, but the question is like, where do you put your stop if you place it, if you trade it under a low? Do you do it for 5 points, 10 points, 3 points? Or why would you do that? Okay, this is interesting. So we have a nice little balanced price range right here. And where's my BPR? There we go. Let's see if that holds. Well, it's not created. Then the end game is starting very soon. 3 minutes. I like the displacement. See if we can create a value gap. And so we can have a 10 a.m. entry perhaps. We displace lower, 10 a.m. comes to our entry. This is a value gap 1, but that's not touched. So your stop loss should be able to come back into this value gap. I would say a scalp towards the equal lows here, 50 points is very nice. Like this. 1 to 2. Let's do a 15K. Yeah, I like this. So let's see if this is a nice one. Little scalp here, and if it doesn't reach, then you can re-enter after another liquidity sweep. So let's see if we respect the fair value gap. And guys, I'm paper trading, so you know the drill. But I think this is low-hanging fruit, these equal highs. And I always say this, guys, don't be so foolish to copy trade me. Sometimes my execution is completely off. Well, you know why I don't trade real money right now. I haven't slept. So, yeah, it's just plain stupid to copy my trades. Especially today. Especially today. Yeah, Captain Singh, I like the black colors. Alright, so probably this trade is off. So, we don't respect the first value gap. But then we will just wait for the next one. And today, on the paper account, I will take 2 entries. So, let's see, let's see. Alright, guys, 10 a.m. game. Remember, this is a 10 a.m. open. So we bought below the 10 a.m. open. That's what your goal is. Structure is aligning. Take profit is a low-hanging fruit, equal highs. And let's see what we have. Let's see what we have. This is all paper trading. It's all fake. Don't copy this. You're going to lose all your money. I've never traded NQ before. This is my first time on the charts. Whatever disclaimer I can give you. I'm not at the one way, shape, or form responsible for your trading results. BPR is a balanced price range. There's a video on it on the 2024 mentorship. So right now I'm expecting a swing low to be made in this 4-hour BISI, overlapping with a 1-hour BISI to see higher prices. Take profit is the 50% of the wick together with a 1-minute equal highs. So let's see. the Dragon Slayer sellers, yeah. Yeah, I think we can do it. And otherwise, just sell offs, and I'll be catching real shorts tomorrow if that happens. If we're now going to sell off, this is just me casually sitting here with you guys taking some paper trades. Yeah, but I like the setup, so don't be wrong there. Look at the same price action on the 5 minute. There's an order book right here. 15 minutes. We have some nice little wick there. Yeah, I like it. But if you're going lower, then that's fine. And whoop, like if this would be of course very nice. This was the high of the month, so we can just short from next to today's. So what are then we looking for? Like for if to that to be confirmed, to this be the high of the month, I want to see displacement lower, completely disrespecting this 4 hour busy and also this order book. It will be a nice, what is it, like a 200 point drop? That would indicate a nice swap on reversal on the higher time frame. Also completely closed, like ignoring this daily busy. Then I'll be like, okay, we're probably going to see lower prices from there. Yeah, ES going higher and Q's going lower. That's bad. That's bad. That is low probability. It should be aligned. I was very happy to see NQ going higher, of ES going higher based on NQ's movement lower, because that's just a nice little catch up. NQ is going to play very soon. We have S&P at the lows in a higher time frame array, so that can give a nice push. But if it doesn't give the push, then I'll be out. Let's see if this holds this 1 minute for value gap here, and otherwise it'll just be a stop. Then the seller army have won today, and we can look for re-entry maybe later in this this session. Well, there we go. But let's keep this on for one loss, and let's see if we can catch a second entry somewhere. This is so weird. Look at where ES is compared to NQ. That's very interesting. Or perhaps I was too fast with my entry, but let's see. Low-hanging fruit is the most close drawn liquidity energy. It's funny, like this little trade, even if we go higher now, we could take a nice win. This entry confirms why I don't trade on travel days. Like even when the analysis is cool and I like it on paper, I generally just take more losses on travel days. That's just very weird. That's something experience gives you. Perhaps you have the same, for example, when you have some stuff going on in your private life, or maybe some, I don't know, things with your spouse aren't working very good. Your social life is a little off. Then it can resonate on the charts. Like I have that. I have that. Like if my private life is a little not private life, but if I don't have my structure in place, like with my routines and stuff, I notice that my game on the charts is off. I think we can see higher prices, guys. So don't get me wrong. But it's just a how do you say that? A thing I'm seeing very often. A pattern. I'm going to make cappuccino. Nice. Okay, let's see what the rest of the pairs do. We're going to keep a small eye on NQ, but looks like I want to go lower. That's nice. Let's make that high of the month, guys. That would be amazing. Oh, they were going to take so many nice shorts. Nvidia is bringing Nasdaq down. If Nvidia is going to correct, yeah, then the whole Nasdaq collapses. Nasdaq is such a big part of this asset. Look at that. Look at that sell-off. Wow. Creating a nice premium right here. This was the high of the week, then we can catch a short, something like that, towards the lows here. That's not very good. Hey Matthew, welcome back. I'm not in any positions. I'm paper trading today because I'm traveling. I traveled a lot this week. I just took a paper trade scalp higher. Well, that went very good. That went very smooth. No, that was a little loss. Now we're creating a nice 5 minute value gap lower. Well, let's see. Let's see. Not going to stream for too late today. I have some editing to do and also some sleep to catch up. What would need to happen for short entry? This value gap is very significant with this order block. If we displace lower, then I'll wait for tomorrow. And why I would wait for tomorrow then? Let's remove this so you guys clean chart. If we displace lower right now, this is like a big black candle down. That's very nice. That's displacement. Like now we're with the order block. This is interesting what we do here. If we react on that. But if we just displace lower, creating a fair value gap with the next 2 4-hour candles, that means tomorrow London and New York can give a, like we are going lower, and then we have a SIBI to go lower from. Easy draw liquidity. But for now, you don't know. Like this is a big move down. You don't know where it stops. Well, we're now at this order block here. Let's see if that is going to be like the catalyst to go higher or just going to go lower. You don't know. You don't know. I would definitely watch lower prices there. Okay, let's see on some other pairs. Let's see what the XY is doing. Nothing yet. We are around the low, chilling. Your GP is dying again. Yeah, the NCD I like like a lot for tomorrow. This one. Oh, I'm going to dream about this. Also, if we are going higher already, I'm going for a short external to internal. Like this move is something I'm going to hunt like a dog tomorrow. Gold's looking good as well. I mentioned during the stream at the beginning that I'm looking here for a potential daily for value gap, but I'm seeing now at the 4 hour that we already could have that same setup very soon. So for gold, I would definitely look at what's going to happen in this 4-hour BSC. It's going to be probably Asia or tomorrow London. Interesting. This is nice, guys. You could honestly now witness the high of the month and perhaps the high of the quarter if this displacement is going to come through. Like this is a massive. This is like a big buyer fortress right here. Let's see if the seller just completely ignore that. That would be actually insane. Look at this displacement. Wow. Did anyone catch this move down? I can hear from your voice that you had a good time yesterday. Well, I had a good time yesterday until the last second of the match. But it's like a chill thing. Like I don't drink. Like I don't drink alcohol. So I just drove back. Like I'm a hangover from the loss, not from the alcohol. But my voice is like really bad right now. It hurts a lot to talk. Well, I think this displacement tells a lot about price action. I like this, and maybe your feeling is right now a little FOMO with, hey, I missed this whole move down, but you shouldn't, because this move gives you direction for tomorrow, next week, the week after. I would say wait. I'll honestly say wait. And don't get me wrong, we are now 80 minutes in this new 4-hour candle, right? We can just create a massive wick and go to the upside. Just wait how this candle closes. I won't touch NQ right now. If you want to execute, go look at premium raise, for example, 15-minute balance price range, breaker. Yes, guys, this is so good. This is so good. Yeah, this movement confirms as well that I'm going to keep this stream shorter than usual. Or not shorter, we already like 2 hours in. As usually I like to stick around a little more for the 10 a.m. game. But today I think I just missed the setup to the short side. So GG NQ, GG, GG. Well played. If you want to enter, just watch on the 1 minute what price does here. 50-minute CB. What you can do here is a 50-minute internal to external, and that means a 1-minute market maker buy model. Look for that. But I won't be watching that probably. Do you have any tips to catch these moves? My bias was short, so I was looking for an entry in the fair value gap, but it didn't give me one. What you can do when you, like for example, if your direction was short, like where could you enter? Well, what you can do is stack evidence on each other. Like for example, you're on the 5 minutes. Aggressive buys, aggressive sells. We are around the 21K area, which I mentioned. We are like 17 points short. Aggressive sells, aggressive buys is a signal that you can go lower. Balance price range here. It's one signal. That could be your confirmation. And here you have the breaker. You have order blocks holding. So let's move this green one. The up close candle should hold. Every up close candle holds. This is a breakaway gap. Got this candle. So there are lots of premium arrays that support price lower. I didn't catch the short because I was actually just like usual, just waiting for a discount array to trade long from, just like we did for the last few weeks, which worked perfectly. But today not. Just try to stack confluences on each other. And if your confluences are just two fair value gaps, then on this move you missed it. And that should be fine as well. And your bias shouldn't change. Like for example, your drawn liquidity, where does it need to be? For example, this fair value gap or the volume imbalance. But then you can maybe catch a nice entry right here in this 15 minutes fair value gap in this balanced price range. And you can catch your move as usual. And sometimes price just goes away like this. Yeah. Who cares? Like, there's a reason that most people are not in. Like, let me say it differently. If you see these kind of moves, there's a reason it's not going like this. There's a reason for that. And it is because all the big money already packed their bags in this move upwards. They all took short positions in this move. And when they're ready, they just press the button and just spoofs lower. No one gets in. And yes, that sucks because this is an easy few K move or maybe a few 5-figure move. But yeah, you're here for the long term, so perhaps next time you catch it. Bitcoin is still not providing that nice gold candle. That's a shame. That's a shame. What a candle, guys. This is a nice candle. Very nice candle. And if you were in a long position and moved your stop loss away, you deserve to get burned. Because that's just not very professional trading. So to recap, like I took a small position here in this fair value gap. Well, took obviously a loss. And what I always say, if you think you can catch a move to the upside, the question is, what price do you pay for it? I paid a price for one trade. Well, that's fine. Well, I was obviously very wrong in my bias. Now you can catch perhaps a move right here, coming back to, I think it's also premium of the range. Well, it needs to go more up. And then look for an entry short there. And if price wants to go lower, then you wait until tomorrow for perhaps another black candle to be printed. And then tomorrow there's a fair value gap here. And you can maybe catch a nice internal to external move during London or New York for a nice sell-off towards the new week. That's how I'm going to play Nasdaq. That means for today, there's not much to see for me right now, based on the price action we had in the last 24 minutes. Nice market maker buy model on EuroCAD. Cool, cool. Oh yeah, very nice. Very nice, very nice. Can you check oil? Sure. What do you want me to see? Still waiting for... This is my drawn liquidity. It has been for some weeks. For 2 weeks. Days like this make me wish I had insider info. Yeah, but with insider info, you can get charged with like 30 years in prison for insider trading. So I don't think you want to wish for that. Like that's the market maker does that, or whoever has the big money, who has insider info, they will never get punished for it. But you're conscious now. You're conscious. Maybe it's useful to stay at the 5 minutes or lower, to not miss an entry. I don't agree with that too much. If you listen to the streams, just just honestly accept you missed a move, and continue with your journey. There's also one mental step you need to take when you are going to be consistently profitable, is how to deal with not only losses but missing trades. It feels like a loss because you missed out on profit. You lost paper profits basically. Just get the faster you get over this, the easier it gets. And just like in like top tier sports, like for example, Tiger Woods. I once read an article about him. When you are a top golfer, and I'm not a golfer at all. Like I don't know the rules. I don't know the exact stuff, but what he mentioned there, and the analyst confirms that the difference between him and number 2 in the world in golf, or when he was like that good, Tiger Woods, was like little difference, like a very little difference, a few. I think you call them swings. I think, but the main difference why Tiger Woods was at his top, just like Roger Federer and Rafa Nadal and Novak Djokovic are at their top with tennis, is the time they did between losing a point and their mental reset until the new point. If you're not at the top, that's mainly because you are dabbing too long inside a loss of a point. In our industry, it's a trade. And if you're hanging in too long inside a losing mindset, a losing vibe, or whatever, like a losing vibration, whatever you want to call it, your next points you play, your next swings, your next trades, whatever sport you play, is going to be affected by that. So if you know that, the faster you can recover from a losing point, just like you were playing football, tennis, whatever sport, the faster you can recover from a loss mentally, the easier it's going to be to win the next point, the next trade, the next swing on golf. I hope it makes sense. And that's also a little final note on the stream. Do I follow some trading gurus on YouTube? No, I don't. I've watched some, but like I stopped watching them as soon as I had my own stuff. Like I watched a lot of Ice-T, but not the thumbnail guys with 90% win rate trades and like, please, please. So yeah, I hope my little story, my little rant about Tiger Woods and playing golf, playing tennis with losing points and winning points, and how fast you can recover from a mentally from a loss, that would determine how successful your next trades will be. I hope that resonates with today's price action. I didn't take a trade because I'm tired. I am recovering from a travel. It's in my trade. It's literally a rule in my trading plan. So it's not that I did not feel like trading, because I love trading, but it's just in my trading plan that I am going to avoid losses by sticking to my trade plan. I did that today. I was wrong, so that played out cool. I'm very happy because of that. And if I was right with the long position, I was very happy because then I executed on a trade with a win, of course a paper win, but that confirms that it was a nice trade, and I'm happy. Like I'm both sides. I'm happy because I lost the paper trade and stuck to my trade plan, and the other side I was happy because then my execution worked like I expected. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. And come back tomorrow. Go and go enjoy. Go. I think if you go outside right now or look outside, you will see some form of nature. Maybe it's a bird flying or it's some tree or whatever. Go enjoy that. Go enjoy an actual life outside the charts. And come back tomorrow when you are going to catch the move. Or maybe you are hunting a move on some. Maybe you're still hunting for whatever, I don't know, gold or whatever pair you want to trade, or then go for it. Like execute on your trade plan. But if not, if you are now like waiting on price to do something, you just bored and you want to press the button, you know you're not on the right track. And just come back. Looks like a nice rejection from the 4-hour NQ. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, so it's very interesting. Like how this candle's going. That's why I won't recommend trading right now. The closure of this candle and the next candle is going to determine if you're going to switch to a market structure shift to the downside, or we're going to respect this down close candle with the body. Just only like the wick does damage and the body maybe close all the way up here, and next candle will go higher. Well, then we have high price for tomorrow and onward, and we're going back later for down prices. But for now, it's I'm on the sidelines. If I go outside right now, I think I will be burned. And then go stand in the shadow with a ventilator on your nose. I don't care. Just or I don't know. Go watch a nice series or go play a game or call a friend and say you really appreciate them as a friend and you make their day, or you call one of your family members and say, hey, I really like how your life is and tell me more about it, and just connect with people, enjoy nature, like live an actual life. I did it yesterday. Yesterday was one of the few times in the last few months I did something really funny, like going all the way abroad to to a match. It was very fun. It was very refreshing. But now it's just back to grind mode and back on the charts. But sometimes taking some time off to having some life is good if you need it. But if you're not profitable yet, try to stay focused. But don't forget to live a little life. If I do that, my friends will call me gay. All right, then just say I don't know that you like their little sister or whatever fun thing you can say to your friends. But just connect. Just say let's hang out or whatever. Play some squad busters or I don't know. Do a little banter or whatever. Like you know what you should do if you are stuck at the charts. You know exactly what to do. If you're stuck at the charts, you know you should go away. Just leave your laptop, phone, and just do something cool. I'm back to Vietnam. I'm flying Tuesday. Tuesday during I think I'm leaving end of London session, and then it's a like 20 plus hours travel. I think even more. So it could be that Wednesday there will also not be a stream, or maybe a little later. But I think after 20 hours sleep, no, after 20-hour travel with jet lag, I think I'm not going to be streaming on Wednesday as well. I think I'm going to catch a little 14-hour nap after that travel. So probably Tuesday and Wednesday there won't be any streams. And then it's back in the sun, back in the amazing country. All right, guys. Any final questions before I end this stream? So tomorrow will be the start of the beginner bootcamp. Very excited, very excited. You guys are gonna love it. Lots of time and energy and love in the creation of those episodes. If you haven't subscribed yet to the waiting list of the upcoming Inner Circle mentorship, please do. It's becoming very crowded on the waiting list. Yeah, and I hope honestly you have an amazing rest of your Thursday. There was a nice CPI stream. I love streaming CPI, NFP, and FOMC because it's just a nice little gold candle to one of the sides. Yeah. I live the kill zones. I live the kill zones. So I'm going to live in the Asia session for the coming months. So my morning is Asian session. I will just go work out, go do some nice nature walks and stuff, and then London and New York will be my game. Yeah, I can imagine, Andrew. I can imagine. Yeah. All right, guys. Have an amazing rest of your Thursday, and I'll see you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. EST for a nice end of the week stream. Perhaps we can catch a nice move on NQ based on what we discussed today, and also keep this pair on your watch list. Like I mentioned this a few times, but let's see what it gives us tomorrow. NCD, Euro NCD, or GP NCD, like this. Here's my weekly target. Let's see if we can catch that. Hope it doesn't leave without us already. And otherwise, I'm just done for the week. And only NQ tomorrow. And the next week, we're going to play with some nice news. All right. See you guys later. Bye bye.